Welcome to All Pro Racing. Presents the All Pro Cash Series. 5 races, $50 to the winner. Grand finale tonight right here at Daytona International Speedway. My name's Mike Ellis. Behind the cameras, Michael D'Amico. The guys are out qualifying, but let's take a look at our points as we go into the grand finale tonight. Really a wide open race here. Jonas Hankins leading them by 2 points over Everett Lane, 3 points over Lee, 6 points over Gilbert, and 10 over Mitchell Reeves. Really anybody's race. Let's take a look at action on the track. Scott Bailey, currently the provisional pole sitter with a 47.882. Nick Reynolds second, Rod Romana Sr. running third. $50 laps tonight. Big money on the line. We'll have to see how these guys race each other. Should be interesting. One of our contenders, Dustin Lee in the Olive Hills Welding, has been having connection issues all through practice. And it should be interesting to see how that affects him tonight. It is with sad hearts that we recognize the passing of a fellow iRacer that happened today. Michael Norris, unfortunately, has passed away. Certainly Mike is well known in the iRacing community. It's very touching to see all of the outpouring of comments and different things on Facebook from the various iRacing leagues. I think I saw 4 different leagues mention a rest in peace message, including us here at All Pro Racing. Mike has raced here with us before. I think I first met Mike running with Nordgar Racing. And I know he's involved in the pad racing as well, and several others. A good, clean Class A driver with a good I rating as well. You can always count on Mike for clean, and you can trust him. Our hearts go out to the families. We run in memorial tonight, Michael Norris. Back to action on the track here. We're in open qualifying NASCAR style. About 3.5 minutes left. Scott Bailey still holding the provisional pole. Nick Reynolds second. Matt Cook up to third. Jonas Hankins up to fourth. Rod Romana Sr. fifth. Checking out NASCAR news this week. It was announced Joe Gibbs Racing finally has officially announced Carl Edwards to the 19 Toyota Camry. and sponsorship by Eris for 17 races in 2015. Understand Eris is owned by one of the richest men in the world, Carlos Slim. Roush Racing continues to swirl around the drain. Other announcements this week include changes to the 2015 Sprint Cup schedule, including moving Labor Day weekend, the Southern 500 will return to its traditional Labor Day weekend date. And I believe Atlanta and Bristol will adjust their dates a little bit. But not much change. Of course, Watkins Glen last week. AJ Allmendinger getting it done. Then Michigan. And now this week we're looking at Bristol Motor Speedway. If you're into NASCAR iRacing official points, please join us on Wednesday and Thursday night for Bristol, the Road to Pro. Back on action on track. We're almost out of time. 45 seconds left. Dustin Lee has now got the provisional pole, 47.24. Damon Gilbert second. George Bark third. Jeremy Crandall fourth. Matt Clifton fifth. So a big shakeup at the top. Stephen Hendren sixth. Scott Bailey down to seventh. Scott Bailey was our provisional pole sitter last time we looked. And boy, he really got bumped down there. As the clock runs out. It looks like Dustin Lee is going to be our pole sitter. That's a good way to start the evening tonight. Running for the points, he's right there. Running third, 3 points back from Jonas Hankins. Our points leader, Jonas Hankins, is going to start 12th. Everett Lane, who's also running for the points, starting 13th. Gilbert, starting second. Reeves, who's also running for points, starting 8th. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night. Next week, we will be starting a new series. Many thanks to Andrew Williams, who's out on vacation at the Fiji Islands. Wow. Saw some pictures from there. Looks like he's having fun. Andrew's lined up a generous sponsor for the next round of events. Hopefully he's watching tonight. Thank you, Andrew Williams. As we get ready to go to grid here. Dustin Lee in the Olive Hills Welding on the provisional pole with a 47.243. Starting on the outside, Damon Gilbert in the 68 Cart City Chevy Silverado. Starting in the second row, George Bark, who's dominated a lot of races here lately at All Pro Racing. Starting third, not in the points, but wanting to take home the win nonetheless in the Bark competition. GeorgeBark.com Chevy Silverado. Jeremy Crandall starting on the outside in identical colors there in the 73 truck. You'll certainly expect Bark and Crandall to be hooking up. Starting in the 5th spot, Matt Clifton in the Under Armour 53 Realtree Chevy. Stephen Hendren in the Green Machine, the Hulk Chevy Silverado, starting 6th. Scott Bailey starting 7th. In the Texaco Haviland Silver Bullet Special, Mitchell Reeves starting 8th in the Rain-X Caterpillar Chevy. Nick Reynolds 9th in the 54 Guthoff, works the first time Chevy. Rod Romanus Sr., iRacing's very own Iron Man, starting in the 10th spot there in the Bass Pro Shops. Nice to see Rod qualified up there. He usually starts in the back of these things, but I think he's trying a new strategy here, so we'll have to watch Rod. Matt Cook starting in the 11th spot, Goodwrench Service Plus. Jonas Hankins, our points leader in the Green Special, starting on the 44, number 12. Everett Lane also running for points. Got a fairly new paint job on there, Jeff Gordon style. Donald Jinks starting in the 14th spot, running Wrangler jeans. Verlis Falcons in the 006 Lipton Iced Tea. Boy, I love me some Lipton Iced Tea. I am addicted to that stuff. Like to see those colors out there. Makes me thirsty looking at it. Vernon Marheim starting in the 33 truck, the Young & Sons Diesel Parts Inc. Chevy Silverado. Joseph Galato, our final qualifier, starting in the Bojangles Famous Chicken and Biscuits. And I promised Galato I wouldn't try not to butcher his name, but I think I just did. Sorry, Joe. 17 trucks taking our green flag tonight. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Many thanks to this series sponsor, Arizona Painting. For all your painting needs in the Phoenix, Arizona area, make sure to check out Arizona Painting. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch for all the information about our events. We basically run on Tuesday nights. Pace car is about to pull off here. Nice looking field for our final event of the Cash Series. And they're green, folks. And the 2 truck of Mitchell Reeves slashes to the bottom lane there as Dustin Lee goes high to hook up with Damon Gilbert. That leaves Bark and Crandall on the bottom. No, it's Bark and Matt Clifton. I'm sure Jeremy Crandall is third on the outside here, anxious to get up here with his teammate George Bark, who's currently our leader. Matt Clifton giving it everything he can here on lap 1. Oh, as we got one off going to the pit road. And he's in the grass, but we stay green. Scott Bailey had taken it to pit road. I'm not sure what's up with Scott. Oh, he's got right side damage. He's hit the wall. He's taken 4 tires. And looks like he's serving a penalty as well. Bad, horrible start for Scott. Back up front. It's a good old-fashioned pushing contest. Damon Lee on the outside pushing Dustin Lee. Matt Clifton kind of in the way between these 2 teammates, but he's not giving up the spot. He's in a great spot in second on the bottom. I love that spot. You can really control the pace of the race from there. And we stay green. Nice to see no early cautions, as we really have broken our field into two different packs here now, with 6 trucks up front and everyone else about 15, 20 car lengths back. We are running open setups. Perhaps that's the difference here. You do have to have a good setup to keep up with these boys. We've got some great drivers in here. Oh, as Bart goes high and gives up the lead to Mr. Matt Clifton. And Clifton goes up to pick up Bart. And now Stephen Hendrick pushing on Jeremy Crandall on the bottom side. Looks like Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert is content to ride in spot here. See how this shakes out. Matt Clifton, our leader. Yeah, Under Armour Realtree being pushed by George Bart. We saw George Bart really show what he can do at Atlanta when we went there. And he was schooling these guys. Oh, looks like Dustin Lee might have clipped the apron there a bit. Remember Dustin Lee in the 51 Olive Hills Welding having connection issues tonight. Quality and ping currently look fairly good, but he still has the highest ping in the room. Interesting to see the lead pair go to the far outside here, but that's exactly what they did. And now they're getting ready to, yeah, they went low. Got a new pair fighting for the lead here at 19. Good wrench service of Matt Cook. Being pushed by Everett Lane. So out of the point contenders, I think Everett Lane is currently in the #1 spot. We're to count the points as they run now, and I'm certainly not a mathematician, but I will try to keep track of that if I can. I know our points leader, Jonas Hankins, is not having a great race. Currently way back in the 14th spot. Got another change for the lead. Matt Clifton as the top 8. Now both packs have gotten together now, and we're pretty much lined up in a row here. Looks like top 8 or 9 are all in single file line. Top 8 of 50. Always looking for sponsorship, prize money for these events. If you're interested, please contact Michael D'Amico over at all-pro-racing.com or Facebook. Looks like trouble right around Damon Gilbert as these guys are having to check up a little bit. Fighting for the 5th spot. A take a look at Rob Romana Sr., currently running 7. Side by side with Nick Reynolds. It looks like Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert have pushed the button. They're headed to the front. They've gone to the outside. And they've decided it's time to stop waiting. Side by side with Lee. Dustin Lee takes it on the outside. And he doesn't have enough to get clear of Matt Clifton being pushed by the trio of Bart, Randall, and Hendren. These guys race side by side. The rest of these trucks get a chance to try to catch up. Looking for Hankins to try to get up there. He must be struggling with set. Currently 12th at the end of this pack. Could be strategy from Hankins. It's very early in this race. Might be a good idea to be in the back. Whoa, and Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert decide to switch. Not very smooth, but they get it done. Oh, they pinched down a little bit on the inside there. Sketchy moment. Very important to manage your temperatures in these trucks. A long race, if you push continuously, you will blow the engine. So you see them kind of swerving around, but sometimes they're doing that on purpose to get air into the radiator. You hold a nice steady line behind the guy, you'll never get air in there. So you almost want to do that, kind of duck out, get some airflow going. Man, just looking on our top 5, we got quite a crew of capable drivers here. Any one of these guys could win it. Looks like Vernon Martheim in the 33 car is taking it behind the wall. "14 cars in the lead pack. Let's pick up 15th spot, Burles Felkins and Scott Bailey. Scott Bailey, remember, is down a lap. We had to make an unexpected pit stop there. They're currently pushing about 27 seconds back from the pack. They are desperately hoping for a caution. Back to the pack. Matt Clifton getting pushed by George Bart, are our 2 leaders. Really tight racing up front here. Got another pair sneaking into the picture here in the top 5. The number 2 and the 54, Mitchell Reeves and Nick Reynolds. And boy, we got us a pack going here. Lots of checking up going on the inside lane here. Now the outside lane starting to form. Looks like Crandall has some damage on the back left tire. All the truck's all pushed in there in the quarter panel. He'll be looking for a reset next time he pits. Whoa, looks like Hankins just got into the wall. Jonas Hankins. If he didn't, it was really close. Probably distracted driving, but Hankins puts it up into the wall, but saves it. We're still under green. That's a tough break for Donald Jinks, who's trying to work with Jonas Hankins to win him the $50. But Hankins rubs the wall and they lose a bunch of track position. Let's hope they don't lose the draft. Back up front, not much change. Damon Gilbert still pushing like crazy on the outside. Whoa, as the inside row kind of shakes up there. But Clifton got rattled a little bit. That hiccup might be all Damon Gilbert needs. He's clear. Will they go down? And there they go. And the 1924 take up the fight on the outside. Matt Cook working with Everett D. Lane. Everett in the running for the $50 tonight. And Matt Clifton not liking it. He goes to the outside with Bark as they fight for the lead. Whoa! Rod Romana Sr. just pounded the wall, and Jonas Hankins gets turned. Let's see what happened with Jonas Hankins. I think he might have checked up when Rod Romana Sr. hit the wall there. Being pushed there by Donald Jinks in the Wrangler Chevy. And it's one of those deals where Hankins probably checked up, Jinks didn't, and that's all it takes to spin you out. And Hankins goes around, doesn't hit anything. A truck appears to be okay. Back to the lead action here. Matt Clifton, George Park, Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert, Jeremy Clifton are your top 5. Looks like Jinks was able to stay with the pack. No, that's Mitchell Reeves. I don't know. No, looks like Rod Romana Sr. has lost the pack after him hitting the wall earlier. Donald Jinks has lost the pack as well as Jonas Hankins. So these guys desperately wanting a caution. We're on lap 21 of 50, approaching halfway. They're going to have to stop at some point for fuel. Can Hankins recover from getting spun out? We'll have to see. He's almost he guaranteed needs a caution for it to work, though. A lot of good drivers in here. I don't know if we're going to get a caution. Of our points runners, Let's see who's running up front. Probably Dustin Lee would be our winner of the cash if it should end right now. So somehow, some way, Dustin has not disconnected, even though during practice he probably disconnected a half dozen times at least. Thanks for joining us as we get ready for pit stops. It sounds like these guys are talking about pitting. The 7 is on the apron. Dustin Lee gets into him. Oh, he's all by himself. Joseph Pulata goes down without any help at all. As we have pit stops. The 006 Furlish Falcons pits as well. Shouldn't be long before our leaders pit. As there they come. Matt Clifton's in. Mark's in. Hendren's in. As Nick Reynolds takes the lead with Mitchell Reeves second. Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert still on track in third and fourth. Matt Cook up to fifth. Everett Lane sixth. Let's cover these pit stops of the leader. Bark and Crandall. Looks like no tires, fuel only. Yes, fuel only for all 4 trucks. These guys have been running in the top 5 all night, and they all pull off pit road together, led by Matt Clifton. And the rest of the leaders pit. Nick Reynolds is in. Mitchell Reeves is in. Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert. Looks like they all got on pit road good. Everett Lane there as well as Matt Cook. Let's see if these guys get tires. And where will they be in relative to the rest of the cars that have already on track? They've done their pit stop a lap ago. These guys taking tires, Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert, right sides only. Fuel only for the 2 and the 54. As they scramble off pit road to speed. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. Looks like the guys who pitted a lap later got the better advantage here. So as we cross the line, we'll reset the field here. Mitchell Reeves is our leader, pushed by Nick Reynolds in the Menard Chevy. Damon Gilbert third, Dustin Lee fourth, Matt Cook fifth. Everett Lane sixth, Stephen Hendren seventh. Now Hendren and Crandall, Clifton, Bark, they're 6 seconds back from the leaders. Still trying to figure out how they lost 6 seconds there, but they did. As they lap, Donald Jenks goes down a lap. That leaves 13 cars on the lead lap. We'll check the times of the various groups here as they come across. Sure enough, Mitchell Reeves, our leader. Nick Reynolds second. Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee right behind them. Followed by a third pair, Matt Cook and Everett Lane. Right now, as they run, I believe Dustin Lee would still be our money winner, even though Mitchell Reeves is leading the race. He is 10 points back in the championship. I believe he's going to need Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert to finish farther back than they're currently running to be able to take the $50 cash. But Mitchell Reeves is doing everything he can tonight to win the 50. Lap 28 of 50. Well, let's reset the field. We got two groups of cars, basically. The top six all lined up. And then roughly 6 seconds back from them, starting with Jeremy Crandall, Hendren, Bart, Clifton all running together. Beyond that, basically Joseph Collada out there running with some lap down traffic. Rod Romana Sr. out there all by himself. And Jonas Hankins getting help from Scott Bailey, who's a lap down, trying to stay on the lead lap, hoping for that caution. So Jonas not getting it done tonight as far as getting the $50. Boy, he's got 21 laps to figure it out. He needs that caution to get caught up to the pack. Back up front. We're side by side for the lead now. They decided to get out of line. Matt Cook working with Everett Lane on the outside. Mitchell Reeves and Nick Reynolds on the inside. As Lane and Mack decide to switch. And boy, here comes Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert with a head of steam. And I believe, Dustin Lee is really at a good spot here. Oh, we got caution. Oh, it looks like Matt Clifton involved in the 53 Under Armour truck. They're all four lined up here. And he goes just a little high on the Hulk truck. And Crandall gets into his quarter panel, and Crandall and him hard up into the wall. Oh, and the 3, Donald Jenks comes by and just slams into Matt. Insult to injury there. And boy, that truck is tore up. Let's hope he hasn't used his reset. Boy, what a break for Mr. Jonas Hankins, our points leader. Able to stay on the lead lap and make up 38 seconds. Now, will these guys pit, or was that their last pit stop under green? We'll have to see here as the field catches the pace car. And Damon Lee has to go down in the grass to avoid Dick Reynolds. That was close. So it almost looked like Matt Clifton was going to pass the Hendren car there, and he might have thought twice about it. And Crandall wasn't sure what was going on, and boom, they hit. It was on. So Crandall takes it behind the wall. That can't be good news for Hendren, who's been working with Crandall tonight. You'll have to find him a new partner. Whoa, as they go to pit road, Looks like second and third place decide to pit. First and second stay out. Fourth and fifth stay out. So on pit road, Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert pitting, as well as Stephen Hendren and George Bark. Fuel only. Apparently they were not good on gas and needed to top off there. I'm a little surprised by that. Will they have enough time to get back up there? 32 of 50 laps. Let's be sure to check out Michelangelo's Painting for all your painting needs in the Arizona area. Check out Michelangelo's Painting. Thank you to them for sponsoring our series, the All Pro Cash Series. Let's see if we can get a driver interview.
Mike Ellis up in the booth for Mitchell Reeves, our leader. You got me?
Got you, Mike.
Well, you're 10 points back in the championship. You're leading, so you're doing everything you can to win it. But I still think you're going to be short with Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert running up there in the top 5. What do you think? You think you can stay up there and try to get this cash?
We're going to get everything we got. Last week really hurt me last week in the points, but really just going for the win here, see what we can pull off.
All right, well, good luck to you. It's certainly exciting. Let's talk to our points leader, Jonas Hankins, in the 11th spot. You got me?
That's what.
Well, you've certainly been struggling tonight. Stuck at the back of the pack, got spun out, almost lost a lap, but boy, you caught that caution and you needed it. Do you got anything here at the end for these boys?
I don't really know, Mike. We'll see. You know, it's been a long ride, like you said.
All right, well, good luck out there. We'll be watching. $50 to the winner of our points tonight. Good luck to everyone in the running.
And there you have it. Talked to a bunch of our points runners there under caution as the pace car gets ready to pull off. Mitchell Reeves bringing them down. Nick Reynolds second. Everett Lane looking for his help. Mac Cook got a horrible start there. He's having to back up to Mac as this front pair is able to get away. And Dustin Lee, hungry for that money, pushing on Damon Gilbert. Boy, I know he's got him a pretty girlfriend. He needs that $50, I'm sure. Dustin Lee pushing like crazy as they go to the bottom and get in front of Lane. Right now, Mitchell Reeves looking pretty good up there in the front spot, but it's not enough to win the $50. Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert are right there fighting for the lead now, first and second. several trucks fighting for the $50 cash and for fighting for the win here. As the 419 Steve Hendren trying to find a slot through the middle there with George Bark helping. Oh, is Gilbert Lee getting clear? They go down. That was a huge move. And I think that's going to put Dustin Lee in the cash at this point. Bark and Hendren on the outside. They're not in it for the points. They're here for the win. As Bark's pushing like crazy. Whoa, as the 2 gets onto the apron, goes up and collects the 54 and the 3. We're under caution. Lots of people involved. The 7, the 19, the 24. Mitchell Reeves running for the $50 cash. Let's check out a replay. Running third on the bottom there. Lots checking up and such. It's kind of difficult. Oh, he just kind of clips Dustin Lee and it sends him down to the apron, it looks like. And it's just one of those weird bumper rubs. Once he hit the apron, he went back up the truck and collected Nick Reynolds. Nick was able to survive that, but not so much for some of these other trucks getting involved. Jonas Hankins getting through there. So another break for Hankins as he was losing the pack again. See if he can get back up into this race. We're on lap 37 of 50. And somehow they don't pile up as they catch the pace car. It looked kind of ugly there for a second. But lots of good drivers out here. They don't hit. Now, who will pit? If anyone. I can't imagine anyone pitting unless you need repairs. Yeah, Mitchell Reeves' 11th spot right now. Last car in the lead lap. As now Jinx and Bailey and Felkins are shown one lap down. Here we approach pit road. Who will come in? Top 4 stay out. Quite a few other trucks pit. And Hankins stays out, gets the much needed track position. So Damon Gilbert, our leader, let's see if we can get a word with our leader.
Here.
Yeah, well, I know I'm going to go.
Mike Ellis up in the booth for our leader, Damon Gilbert.
What's up?
Well, you're 6 points back from the leader as far as the $50 goes. I think you got to finish at least 2 spots ahead of your teammate, Dustin Lee. So with that in mind, it's not going to work out with him pushing you, is it?
No, but I didn't come in here with the plan to entirely try to win it. I am going to try to win it if I can, but I'll be just as happy if I push into the win of the points.
All right, well, good luck. We'll have to see how it shakes out.
Yeah.
Let's pick up another interview. Dustin Lee.
Good, Mike.
Well, knock on wood, you disconnected a half dozen times during practice, but so far this race, you've been pretty good. Your ping is the highest in the room, but quality looks good.
Yeah, I've been worried about that all practice long. I was trying to fix it. Hanging in there so far. I hope it doesn't, fall out on me there.
right now, I think you are, if the points finish now, you'd win the $50 cash. What is your strategy here in the final laps?
Well, actually, we're out here. We're going to try to win this thing. See if we can bring home the checkers here. You know, think about Michael Norris here. Going to try to bring one home for him tonight.
Absolutely. Michael Norris certainly being remembered by All Pro Racing and a lot of leagues out there. I saw on Facebook. Rest in peace. Great iRacer. I actually was looking at his stats today, and he's got a good iRating. He's got a good Class A license. He's got some good stats. We're going to miss Mike.
Yeah, we sure are. Hopefully we are. We'll bring one home here.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
So another tribute from one of the drivers there for the late Michael Norris. Our prayers go out to family and friends. iRacing can be a close-knit community. Lots of friends out here with common interest. We all enjoy good racing. We certainly like to be a part of good racing. And boy, we had some good racing here so far tonight. Still got 10 laps to go as the pace car lights are off. Thank you for joining All Pro Racing. My name is Mike Ellis. Michael D'Amico behind the cameras. Jonas Hankins usually in the booth, but took a sabbatical to try to win the $50 cash here. Let's take a look at where he's running. Currently shown in the 5th spot. That's the highest he's been all day. Let's see what he can do on this restart as they're going single file. Pace car's off. Clean start. They're green. Nice formation as they come to green. So certainly have the opportunity to push here as they cool the engines down under the caution. And will we see the teammates pair up again? Right now they're all kind of separated. And it's very important for Hankins to stay in contact with his top 5 as he's pushing hard. On the 47, who's a lap down actually. So 47 out there, Scott Bailey trying to help Jonas Hankins win the $50 cash. Oh, we got one going to pit road. Looks like Donald Jinks. Heard he might have got a black flag for entering a closed pit. Tough break for Jinks. Boy, as Hendren goes high there, it looks a little bit sketchy, but Dustin Lee staying in line in 3rd spot. And here comes Hankins on the outside, making his run finally. 10 laps to go. Stephen Hendren running 2nd, not running for the points, but in here for the win. He's in a great spot. I love running 2nd. You really can control pace. Got a good 12 cars in this lead pack. Whoa, and there's one spun down the back. I don't know who that is. Donald Jinks spins it out somehow. We stay green. He just spins it, coming up to speed. He's able to keep it off the racetrack. So problems continue for Jinks in the Wrangler Chevy. Trucks are hot up front. Looks like they're dodging about for some air as Hendren fights on the outside for the lead. Hooked up with Bart. Teammates Damon Gilbert and Dustin Lee on the inside hooked up. And I think that's exactly where Dustin Lee wants to be, on the bottom and second. And boy, out of nowhere, Rod Romina Sr. in the top 5 somehow. He got up there. Last I looked, he was quite a ways back from there. But boy, Rod Romina Sr. working with Matt Clifton. Remember, he was all tore up. Looks like he got his reset. And now he's fighting to get to the top 5. 6 to go. These guys are racing hard, doing some side drafting here. As Hendren and Bark are pushing like crazy on the outside. But a lot of experience working together with Dustin Lee, Damon Gilbert on the inside. They're pushing hard too, as Rod Romanus just waits it out. Oh, Hendren goes high, Bark's hot. They switch. A good switch. Not expecting Gilbert and Lee to be switching. You see Lee ducking out for air. Whoa, and he gets turned by Rod Romanus Sr. And we're hard into the wall. We're under caution. Dustin Lee blew it. Let's take a look at Lee struggling for air. You see him ducking down on the below the yellow line, sticking his nose out, which is a good move. And everyone followed him down there, but as he came back up, it was too sudden, and Rod Romanus Sr. was still down there, and they touch, and it's on. That's just one of those racing deals. Rod Romanus certainly didn't mean to get into Dustin Lee there. But Dustin moving from below the yellow line to up above the yellow line kind of caught these guys off guard, basically. And a huge break for Clifton. Well, Clifton gets involved. Hankins gets involved. And I think Clifton's out of resets. Back to live action here. As boy, it looks like a junkyard out here. Pick up Clifton trying to limp it to the pit road here. Everett Lane's all tore up. Matt Cook is all tore up. Looks like Hankins is taking it behind the wall. Not sure what Jonas is doing. He's brought it to a stop. Matt Cook pits. He blew up, apparently, is the rumor. So Hankins, our point leader, is now out of the running for the points. So that would make Lane, Lee, Gilbert, and Reeves in the running still here. And I think at this point, Damon Gilbert is going to walk away with the $50, currently leading. He was 4 points behind Lane, 3 points behind Lee, and both Lane and Lee are farther back in the pack there. If they keep this same position, Gilbert could bring home the $50. Let's see if we can get a driver interview.
Mike Ellis in the booth for George Park. You got me?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
Well, thanks for joining us, George. You certainly put on a show at Atlanta and showed these guys how it's done. You're out here working with Hendren, trying to get a win tonight. Not really in the running for the cash, but boy, you want that win, huh?
Yeah, it'd be nice, you know. I tried to be perfect with you guys this season when I had time, but we'll see how this works out with 1 or 2 to go.
Well, regardless, it was a good run for you. You've been in the top 5 all day. Good luck out there. Let's pick up Hendren. You got me in the Hulk machine?
Yeah, 10-4.
Well, same comment for you. You've been up there in the top 5 pretty much all day. Truck's been looking good. What do you got here at the end for the win?
We got it.
Well, I love that confidence. I'll certainly be watching.
Yep, 10-4, appreciate it, man. Me and George are a good team here. Good team to watch.
All right, let's sneak in one more interview from, might be our spoiler, Rod Roman, a senior, currently out there in the 4 spot. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Mike.
All right, so I heard they call you iRacing's Iron Man because you're like in every race there is. But hey, you're running 4th. You got a little damage up front, but you got the track position. You've been working pretty good with Nick. What do you guys got?
Well, I don't know, man. I didn't mean to get into Gilbert there, but the guy seemed to slow down. We bumped a little bit, and I didn't want to send him, but sorry about that. But, yeah, I'm just going to ride here with him.
Yeah, you know, the replay show that's one of those racing deals. He was down below the yellow getting there. He came up pretty quickly. The rest of you didn't react like he did, and it was on. But, hey, you're still in a good spot. Good luck out there.
Appreciate it, Mike, and thank you for everything you do, and thank you, Michael.
Well, there you go. iRacing's own Iron Man, as I like to call him. He seems to be in every race I'm in, at least, and many more. But Rod Roman, a senior, glad to have him here at All Pro Racing. He's going for the win. Pace car lights are off. Boy, Bark's holding back off of Gilbert. What's the game here? This is what racers do sometimes, is they kind of play it with each other. And then Gilbert backs up too. You can see him backing off the pace car as he doesn't want to get Bark too far from him. And it's green. Nick Reynolds takes a dive to the inside. You'll get black flag for that if you're not careful. And I think Gilbert might have too much lead here. We'll see if Bark stays in line or not. No, Bark's going for the win. He goes high with Hendren. And Gilbert's a sit duck. We kind of saw that at the beginning of that restart. Now Nick Reynolds goes around him. They're 3 wide. Nick Reynolds trying to make something happen there with Matt Cook. They're lucky that's Rod Roman, a senior, giving him lots of room. Lap 49 of 50, we're coming to the white. It's George Bark across the line first. But Matt Cook is having second ideas here. He's going to get Nick Reynolds up to the lead there on the outside. It's going to be tough. Hendren's a great pusher on the inside. We got a good old-fashioned pushing contest here. The inside is the preferred lane. As far as the cash goes, boy, it's tough to call. I think Mitchell Reeves might be in it. Currently running 4th with Damon Gilbert clear back to 6th. Dustin Lee in 9th. I think Mitchell Reeves might get the cash. As George Bark comes to the line, he's going to take the second win of the series. Stephen Hendren 2nd, Nick Reynolds 3rd. Mitchell Reeves 4th, Rod Roman a senior 5th. Damon Gilbert 6th, Joseph Galata 7th, Everett Lane 8th, Dustin Lee 9th. And boy, what a race there. Congratulations to Bark for taking the win. We'll have to look at the unofficial point standings here.
Congrats on the win. Do you have anybody you want to make a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank Steven there for pushing me to win, and mostly I want to thank D'Amico here for, you know, having a place for us to race on Tuesday night. Thanks, Mike.
Well, great win. Let's pick up Hendren in second.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Well, George got the credit, but you did all the work pushing him up there to that win. Congratulations on a team victory there.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys putting this on. It's a fun race. Yeah, George is a great partner. He's a good guy to work with.
All right, well, congratulations, Hendren. Let's get a quick word with Nick Reynolds in third. You got me? Nick Reynolds on the podium. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. You there?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, well, hey, congratulations, podium finish. You guys had quite a run there at the end, kind of making a new middle, as I call it.
Yeah, Mitchell got a little damage on that restart. Rod and them checked up, and got a little damage on the nose.
Well, I think one more and you guys would have had them, but hey, good run anyway, top three.
Yeah, thanks, man.
George, you're going to have to buy yourself a new motor to keep that up.
Let's see if we can get an update on the points. Yeah, I don't think iRacing is going to update the points in the time for our broadcast. So we'll have to probably do some math, but let me see if I can figure this out. There's only 4-point difference going into the race between Mitchell Reeves and Damon Gilbert. Yeah, we're not going to be able to call this. This could be a tie for the lead between Mitchell Reeves and Damon Gilbert, according to my unofficial calculations. So, tough break for Dustin Lee. Jonas Hankins also not having a great run tonight. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. We'll make the announcement of the championship winner of the $50 on Facebook later this evening, so make sure to check that out. Make sure to check us out next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be starting a new series yet to be announced. Cash prizes involved, new sponsors involved. Many thanks go out to Michelangelo's painting. You've been watching All Pro Racing. My name's Mike Ellis. Michael D'Amico behind the cameras. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.